Hello, my name's Caitlin, and today I will be talking about female representation in video games and the impact that it has on us. We'll also be talking about the unrealistic expectations of females. So first of all, we'll look at how females are presented in video games. But when it comes to designing male characters, a lot of thought goes into the detail of making them, along with like the classes, and this can be sometimes different towards females. Some of the ways, like in the game, the way that you progress, the higher the level, the less armour or clothes you wear, and this can be really stereotypical against women and basically how they look. Personally, I believe this makes women seem like a sex symbol which only appeals to the male audience. Women are portrayed this way because the creators and the designers believe that more male characters will play the game, whereas it is untrue. Where we look at the type of clothing the female characters wear in the videos, it is really ridiculous. On the other hand though, we have male characters that are fully clothed, armoured, and have really high protective gear. But if you look at the female characters in combat, it is like they do wear really skimpy clothing, so like they've got like a bra and a pair of underwear, and basically they do have a lot on show. However, if they actually went into actual battle, it wouldn't protect them at all. One game that is also stereotyped with women is Metroid. With this game, the character is wearing full body armour, and basically it's like a spacesuit. It also covers the head, so it's portrayed as a man. It generally is in society when you can't see the face. However, the more skilled that the player is, the more clothing the player removes. And for instance, it's like if you complete the game within 3 hours, the player wins the achievement of removing the helmet of the character. If the player completes the game within 2 hours, the whole suit continues to be removed. And that continues on the quicker that you complete the game. So if you complete the game within 45 minutes, basically you get the character in her underwear, thus showing that it's trying to motivate the audience to improve their skills and remove more clothing. It strongly shows that women are shown as rewards in games. Another example of women in games being portrayed as sex symbols is the character Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. Quiet wears minimal clothing. It's like a bikini top and pants with like ripped tights. Due to the fact that she can't breathe through her mouth, she has to breathe through her skin. It kind of reflects that it is needed. However, it is really inappropriate, and she's got a lot little armour for battle. It's silly, right? In one scene, however, Quiet is almost raped, and this reflects the stereotypical of women more or less asking to be raped due to the clothing that they're wearing. However, this is absolute nonsense. Women don't ask to be raped. Also, there is other females in the game which are fully clothed. However, you see more of Quiet than the other characters. In the game, there is also an Easter egg where Quiet will also give you a personal shower. Well, relevant to the game indeed. One quote stated is, "But none of that matters because she looks good. She has nice hair, a pretty face, slim figure, a large bust." Is this the sort of character that people want? Even though she's represented as a strong, independent woman, she is seen as a sex symbol due to her unrealistic figure and her minimal clothing. So let's move on to sexism. In some video games, you can only play as male characters, and there are no female characters whatsoever. Whereas the female is the damsel in distress, who, like, more or less must be saved. Pretty cliche. So we do have a few special guests that we have interviewed to see their opinion on video games and how they see women in video games. Here we go, we'll play the clips. How do you feel females are represented in this game?
In society?
Yeah.
God, that's a big question. I guess it depends on where in society you're looking. In media, for example, in a lot of films, say you've got a film with a male lead character and then the same film but with a female lead character. I think in the female film, the main point of the film might be her relationship, and in the male, it'd probably be his job. Even if they were pretty much the same film, I think a lot of films that have female lead characters tend to focus on their relationships more than anything else.
What's your opinion on how women are represented as sex symbols in games?
Yeah, that's always been going on. I mean, again, Tomb Raider, she was like sort of like the most iconic one. She's where it all started. Even looking into is it the new Metal Gear Solid? I think she's called Rain, and she sort of just walks around in a micro bikini. But yeah, it's like again like women have been massively portrayed as sex symbols, and I know it's kind of a touchy subject nowadays. Like women don't like it, and they're like, you know, stop making us out to be sort of, you know, the vulnerable eye candy, and make us more, you know, strong protagonists. Yeah.
How do you see women in the current generation?
I think women are really sexualised throughout any aspect of like today's society, whether it be video games, like today's like what they wear, clothing lines. I think it is generally like women are seen as less superior to men.
How do you feel the games industry represents females?
Then again, I think it is sexualised still because like of what they wear. Like if you look at a male character in a game, he'll have like a full set of armour on, whereas if you like look at a female, like she'll have the skimpy clothing on.
What experiences have you had as a female gamer?
Normally I don't actually play as a woman, I actually play as a bloke when I'm actually playing a game. Mainly because like, I feel like if you're on like online games and stuff like that, you are sexualised. Like even if you've got like mic and stuff like that, they will sexualise you when you're playing a game. So like, I tend to play as a male character because then I've got more dominance over like everyone else sort of thing.
Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe.